Hey everyone, it's Jack and Ross from Cultaholic.com with a packed news update. It's all been kicking off.
If you were to say the things that happened last night were going to happen at the start of the year, I would have called you a liar.
Right, that's a fair assessment of the situation. This is the news. First of all, Jimmy Uso was arrested last night. We'll have all the information on that. In other massive news, The Undertaker is set to appear at StarCast, but how will this tie in or not tie in to Double or Nothing? And finally, a WWE Superstar is said to be very close to an in-ring return. So first and foremost, Jimmy Uso and Naomi were involved in a bit of bother last night in Detroit, Michigan.
They had a big Chevrolet, I believe they were driving. Naomi was driving the wrong way down the street. She was obviously pulled over for doing that. When the coppers opened the car door, they smelled alcohol in the vehicle. Naomi was then questioned by the police, during at which point Jimmy Uso worked himself up into a chute, took his shirt off. What else did he do? Confronted the copper.
Removed his jacket and shirt in a manner that the officer believed indicated that Uso intended to engage in a fight. The officer then pulled his taser out in fear of his own safety, but it wasn't used, and then they were taken away, and I think they then posted bail, and they're now back out again.
And Naomi posted to Instagram that they've always got each other's back or something, so you know, they're all right. I don't know what else you can say about this, really. We're not going to do the Uso penitentiary jokes.
That's been done by everyone online already. It's bad. Well, I mean, it's obviously bad anyway, but it's bad timing, especially for WWE, with Elimination Chamber right around the corner, and the Usos in that title shot against The Miz and Shane McMahon.
But I don't think there'll be any ramifications on that match at all, judging by last year's events where Jey Uso, who was Jimmy's twin brother, if you haven't heard, got arrested for DWI in January, and as far as we can remember, he was wrestling straight away after that. WWE put a similar statement out. They said a statement last night. Jonathan Fatu was responsible for his own personal actions. They did something similar to Jey last year, essentially, you know, sort yourself out on the road. You're a big boy now. Take care of yourself.
But it does seem to imply that they'll not be suspending him for any length of time or anything like that.
So expect to see Shane and Miz retain on Sunday?
Yeah, I agree. I can't see anything changing in terms of Elimination Chamber. It seems like a bad situation, but one that could have gone a lot worse.
Yeah.
So
just seems like they need to fix up and look sharp. The Uso brothers, don't they?
I know.
Jay's had over a year now since his last misdemeanor.
Yeah.
Slap on the wrist.
It's a shame as well because they're actually really good.
Yeah.
I think they're a highlight on SmackDown as well. Oh well. Next up, The Undertaker's going to be, everyone worked themselves up into a frenzy when this news broke because they got a little bit confused. The Undertaker's going to be appearing at Starrcade in May.
It's not officially The Undertaker anyway, it's Mark Calloway, aka The Undertaker.
I see.
That's a big difference.
It seems like you'll be doing some sort of a meet and greet or a tour.
So, as far as I saw, the tickets for StarCast 2 as a whole go on sale this week or next week or soon. And the Undertaker's event goes on sale later.
You've got to have a gold bracelet or something.
It's its own separate thing, which is fair enough.
It's reminded me of CM Punk for All In, when everyone was like, is he going to appear at the show? And then he didn't. And I
don't think the Undertaker will appear at the show.
No.
To be honest, when you look at, I know it's like, because StarCast is kind of tied to All In because it happens on the same weekend. That is news in itself, I guess. But when you look at it, like just as the Undertaker making an appearance outside of WWE, that's not much news at all because he does it all the time. There was one with Kane last year, I believe, in some sort of bookshop where Kane was sat in his mask and a t-shirt and the Undertaker was just sat there dressed in his street clothes. So yeah, he does appearances outside of WWE all the time these days, so it's just the fact that it's sort of tied to All In that people are going, whoa!
I think it's a pretty big deal that he is appearing at an event that is closely affiliated with All Elite, though. I think that's pretty
Big Conrad has distanced StarCast from All In. We have wrestlers appearing from every promotion all over the world. And StarCast isn't just for All Elite wrestling fans, it's for all wrestling fans.
That's fair enough, but at the same time...
Like a Marks and Spencer's advert.
At the same time, it is closely linked to it.
It is, yeah. But the big question is, of course, we had that thing... Meltzer spoke to somebody who's trying to book The Undertaker. Was it Conrad? We don't know at this time. Meltzer asked him, what's Taker's details when you're trying to book him? $25,000 dollars an hour is what this guy was so has Conrad paid $25,000 an hour? How many gold bracelets are there? How many gold bracelets does it take to do in an hour?
Yeah.
How many thousands of pounds did The Undertaker cost?
If it is $25,000 an hour, that's obviously steep, but it is The Undertaker.
I know, fair enough to him. More power to him. He's broke his arse for 30 years.
Yeah,
more
he's been
power
doing
to
this
him.
a long time.
But he won't be wrestling.
No. Do you think this indicates that he probably won't be wrestling at WrestleMania as well? There's been hints that he won't.
This is May, isn't it? May, end of May.
This is the end of May, yeah.
Maybe not.
Yeah.
Because that would put more eyes on him, wouldn't it?
Normally by this time of year, after the Royal Rumble, it starts to like emerge a little bit. You know, you get the Instagrams of Undertaker not tanning.
Well, we got one last night where he more news. He took Michelle McCool for Valentine's Day to a field and shot some fruit guns, I think they're called.
Oh.
I think you put fruit in the end of the gun and shoot it, which is safe and fun, I guess. But, you know, picturing The Undertaker on Valentine's night taking Michelle McCool to shoot some guns in a field is not what I had on my mind.
Whatever makes them happy.
Yeah,
that's
each
nice.
their own.
What do they shoot them at?
Watermelons.
Oh, they shoot the fruit at the watermelon.
Yeah, at
That's
the watermelons.
satisfying.
From a distance.
Oh. And finally, according to PW Insider, Bray Wyatt is said to be very close to a return to the ring. We are told he is hoping to be medically cleared by WWE very soon. He hasn't wrestled since not Starcast, Starcade, the glorified house show that WWE do now.
2 hours.
Yes. And that was in November, last November. So
I think he had 2 matches on that night because I was having a look at his old match records. There's one match against Baron Corbin, which ended with a definitive victory for him, and then a second match, which that was the first match, and the second match against Baron Corbin as well ended in a DQ.
Oh.
So I didn't see Starcade.
No, I didn't
Jesus
either.
wept. So there you go. It's been weird though because there's been this talk of the character rejig, this, that, and the other. He's been very cryptic on social media, saying he's going to rebirth and stuff like that.
He was on the Edge and Christian show as well.
Yeah.
Did you see that?
Yes.
That was
when he was
odd.
giving birth to people.
What?
Not giving birth to people. He was
delivering.
Yeah, that's what
right.
I'm looking for.
I saw a bit where he was in the rocking chair with them, and then he'd teleport, and then Christy would be in the rocking chair like, "What? How have I got here?" and stuff. It was very silly, but he maintained the seriousness of his character. If he comes back, I don't know who he's going to feud with or anything. Which brand? I can't even tell.
I just hope he comes back as the Bray Wyatt we saw back in like 2012 NXT.
Yeah.
Not the mystical. I can do magic with my hands. Woo! Just be a southern creep like Charlie Manson mixed with Waylon Mercy from back in the day. That sort of vibe. Just be serious. Don't have to do mystical stuff. It's just don't have to talk for 20 minutes either each time we're on Raw.
Do you think you'll get a stable again around him?
Nah, he proved last time he's a crap cult leader. He recruited 2 people over many years.
He could do something with Sanity though, as I was thinking, because they've just gone off the radar.
I don't know now with Big Damo.
No.
I feel like he's put his big old Irish foot in many things.
Yeah?
Probably on purpose, because he's not being used, but you know.
Yeah.
It feels a bit bad, doesn't it?
I have to feel bad for him as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. But hopefully Bray Wyatt will come back in time. Well...
He might get involved on Sunday. That might be how Bryan keeps his title.
Oh, yes.
Although, does Bray eat meat? Him and Braun go for steaks all the time, I see on Instagram.
Doesn't really work.
That didn't work, does it?
But he's always got a history of interfering in matches when someone's trying to get in the office there. I just heard the beep. He does have a history of interfering in stipulation matches and stuff.
We're not going to see a hologram.
Okay.
We're not going to see a hologram. Don't worry, children. I hope not.
The only other thing was as this report indicates, it's not as clear as Kevin Owens, who I really appreciated Owens' honesty on the video. He's like, "I'll be back in about a month." I was like, "Sound? Cheers, Kev."
Yeah.
Bray's not really given any indication. So. And on a lighter note, the Revival have been bloody cheeky boys on Twitter, haven't they?
Wrestling's weird, isn't it?
Why?
Just like, you know, this working of the mark sort of thing.
Right.
Oh, they're going, are they? Oh, they're doing naughty things. Oh, they've won the championships. Oh, but they're still doing naughty things. Oh.
I think they are being a little bit naughty, but it's in a fun way. Fun. Basically, if you haven't seen, Dash Wilder tweeted saying, well, both of them want to bring back the old design, the classic tag team championship.
Amen.
Yeah,
Sisters.
looks
and
really
brothers.
nice. Yeah, but Dash Wilder then took to Twitter and there was like a photoshopped image of them wearing the classic belts. And then Scott Dawson, he said bring back the old championships. And then Scott Dawson put, I prefer to call them belts. Because
Pyong, pyong,
you're not
pyong.
allowed.
Vince McMahon will be spinning in his grave.
Not allowed to say
even
belts. Belts all up your pants is apparently what he says.
Yes.
Yeah, all up your pants.
Damn it.
All that beef.
But I think we should bring them back, have one tag team division because Raw's is an absolute joke. Let Chad Gable be a single star. Have one women's tag team division, one men's with the classic championship. Bob's your uncle, Fanny's your aunt, Vince McMahon.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I agree with everything you said. They're very good.
Thank you.
Which brand would the tag team division be on if there was just
Both.
one?
Have it like the women's, just have them float.
Oh, that travel schedule is a killer.
It is, yeah. That's what you sign up for, isn't it?
Corey Graves does it, and it doesn't seem to affect him at all.
You miss your kids' birthdays and bar mitzvahs and your weddings and whatnot. That's what you sign up for when you become a wrestler, I've heard.
Well, there we go. You can follow me on Twitter if you want to, at Jack the Jobber. If you want
At Ross on Wrestling.
All of us are available generally on the general Twitter account at Cultaholic. You can find us on Patreon as well if you wish, patreon.com/Cultaholic. And do not forget, as always, if you haven't done so already, to hit subscribe and to join us.